Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Mercury. So I'm kind of booking it right now. I'm running a little behind schedule. I'm meeting my mom and we are gonna go see Cabaret. Yeah, we're gonna go see Cabaret on Broadway with Adam Lambert. But my mom is, she's hooking me up. She's treating me to a night in the city. So I gotta go meet her at the hotel. I gotta go. Let's go, come on. We're going. Oh man, it's like being a salmon swimming upstream. Oh man, we're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it. I do not recommend having to rush to get to Times Square area because it's a very slow-moving pedestrian traffic. But I had to work today. So working with what I got. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get there. Okay, I made it to Times Square. I'm almost there. So like, see where that Lion King sign is? That's where the Marriott Marquis is, and that's my destination right now. Almost there. I'm at 44th. One more block. I could technically cut through here by the Minskoff Theater, but I'm in it at this point. Just gonna get through the pedestrian traffic. Just about there. It's just gotta get across in that red sign, and I'm there. Almost there. Oh, I feel like the stereotypical New Yorker walking with a purpose around here. Oh yeah. Okay, Marriott Marquis. I am here. So the elevators at the Marriott are key locked. So I gotta call my mom and meet her in the lobby so she can bring me up because otherwise I can't get up. Okay, elevator P. Okay, we made it to the room. Okay, hello. Oh yeah, and there's a closet. There's a big closet right here. See, and there's a safe, an iron, and all the closet things. Big old mirror. Hello. Okay, and this is us. The rooms at the Marriott are actually a really nice size for New York City rooms. So this is awesome. And we ordered in some din. So we did like Uber Eats and we ordered some food. So this is me and I gotta eat my dinner. Cause once I eat, we're going to the show. So I ate all my din and my mom's like, you gotta show everyone the bathroom. So I'll show you the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. It does have a full tub and it has the shower with like, I don't think that's a handheld. I think that's just like an overhead. And then you have the wall-mounted shampoo and conditioner and body soap. We got some towels, some hair dryer, and some more towels. Oh, look at this fancy makeup mirror they got. Look at that. Pretty fancy. Then we got a little lotion and a soap and some tissues. And me. Hello. So the show was, it was an experience. But after the show, it was late and my mom and I were tired. So I'm back home to do my actual review of the show. And what a show it was. My mom and I, we loved the experience. And I really am going to keep calling it an experience because it starts out like you're entering the Kit Kat Club through what feels like a back alley, right? Like you go through like there's the theater entrance, right? It has the standard marquee and so you're going into a theater. That's not what I'm saying. But once you kind of go through security and you're inside, you're actually kind of heading outside because they kind of feed you down this tunnel. And there's like posters on the wall and it's really setting the stage, given the vibe, setting the feeling that you're no longer in 2024 New York City. It's like you're walking down the hall, going back in time. You are on your way back to 1929, 1930 Berlin. And they have like the icon for the Kit Kat Club at the end of the hall. And then you turn And there's staff members over there, and they ask everyone to take their cell phones out, and they put a sticker on your phone. And my mom was like, "Oh, so you don't take pictures?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's a reminder, right? Like, no one's gonna stop you from peeling it off, but it's like it's a deterrent." So from that moment on, so after you walk down the hallway, sticker. They really don't want you taking pictures and video inside of the club. And you know what? It would change the experience. If I knew what I was going to see beforehand, if I knew what it was going to look like and how immersive I felt, the experience wouldn't have been the same for me. So I sort of appreciate that. And I also appreciate that it kind of deters people from taking out their phones during a show, because like that, the bright screen can be very, very distracting. And I'm not saying that happens often, but enough that they're giving out stickers, right? So, but that was the setting. And then what I noticed at that area where they were giving us the stickers, I looked up, I could see the sky. We actually went into a little alleyway. So that hallway clearly led to a back door, and they looped us around, and then back inside, like very briefly, very, very briefly. But we did kind of like go down this hallway and loop, and then we were inside. Interesting, right? Really getting you into that vibe and that spirit. So you go inside, and the lobby on the level that you enter in, it's fairly tight. There's just like a small bar in the middle, and it has two facings. So you could, the side you come in and the other side, it's just a small bar. Downstairs and upstairs, there are additional bars, and those areas were definitely bigger than the area on the level that you enter in. So if you do go and you feel like it's very cramped and crowded in that particular area, just know that there's options on other levels. So you can definitely take advantage of that. You don't have to stay in that central area. The other thing, they had sent us an email beforehand that there was like a pre-show. So we got there early to see what that was about. And that was why I was rushing. That was why I was like, I'm running late and I have to get there. Because my mom was like, let's go to the pre-show. I was like, oh goodness, I wasn't planning for that. Okay. But I'm glad we did. Because what it was, the actors, the dancers, were performing in the lobby. So like we were on the orchestra level, so we were in that main like lobby area where you first enter. And next to the bar, like there's like a little alcove, and there was a dancer, and I'm trying to remember if they were a pianist. There was someone playing music, and there was a dancer with them. And very low key, but very expressive. I'm like, because they were very expressive in how they were performing. It was dance as an art is what it felt like. And then after that, we wanted to go and find our seats and kind of settle in. And my mom is awesome, and she got us orchestra tickets. Not the tables, but like just behind the tables. So we had amazing seats. So thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. So the usher led us to our seats. And what I was able to observe, the people who had those little table seats, they actually had waiters assigned to them, and they can actually order at those tables. It actually was like a nightclub experience. So not only did they have beverages, they also had some food options. Granted, very limited, very basic things like charcuterie, little kind of appetizer type of dishes. And I went on the website, and anybody can get that, but you have to pre-order it. Whereas if you have those table seats, you can order it from the waiter that's assigned to you. Nightclub feel, right? And while we were sitting and while we were settling in, the other thing that I noticed about our seats, there was a shelf in front of us. So if you have a beverage, if you want to put your your bag or your phone down, or, you have a little shelf right in front of you. So I was like, that is clever, because so many places you get a beverage and then you have nowhere to put it if the seat doesn't have the cup holder. So it had that shelf, which was, again, one, nice and helpful, but also contributed to that nightclub kind of vibe. Pretty cool. So as we're sitting and we're, getting comfortable in our seats, on stage, there's already performance. There are actors and dancers already on stage doing their thing. And it's designed to be like more than ambiance, but not quite the show, if that makes sense, right? So they're doing their thing, but they're engaging, especially with the people that are right up by the stage. They're like making eye contact, they're interacting. Yeah. One thing I will say, the tickets say is recommended for ages 13 and up. There are very adult themes in this play and in this performance. And I know if I was 13, I wouldn't feel comfortable watching this with my parent. Or vice versa, if I was a parent, if I had a 13-year-old, I might feel kind of awkward watching some of these themes. So I would say this is a show that is really designed for people who are comfortable with adult themes. Because the other thing I want to mention is the way that the club is set up, the way the theater is set up. I don't really think there's a bad seat in the house, but it almost feels like while I'm saying that, there's always going to be a little bit of an obstruction, but the stage rotates, so it kind of negates any kind of obstruction issues that I was aware of from where I was sitting. So it's a circular stage in the middle, and then there's 2 orchestra sections and 2 mezzanine sections, but it's set up like a figure 8. So it's like if my hand here, this is the stage, there's an orchestra here, and there's an orchestra here, and then a mezzanine above on each side. So it's like 2 like semicircles, and the stage in the middle. And that stage, it's not huge. It has moving parts, so it does tier, and there are times that they elevate the characters. And because of the way it's located, there's times that the actors are actually accessing the stage by walking past or through the audience. It's that intimate of a setting. It's that close. And it just feels so authentic to what it was trying to be. That being said, let's talk about the show. The plot of this show. It's hard for me to talk about in a way that I won't have this video suppressed or shadow banned. So what I'm going to say is alluding to it should be pretty clear what I mean. This play takes place 1929, 1930 Berlin. So pre-World War II, when politics were changing and certain parties were rising in power. And the way that this play starts, it's a lot of free expression. There's a lot of vibrance and personality, and I don't want to say like carefree attitudes were sort of like on display. The heydays of youth is what it felt like. And as the play progresses, time is passing and things are dramatically different at the end of the play. And this play the plot of this follows 2 plot lines, both about couples. One is a younger couple where the female character is one of the cabaret performers. And the other subplot is a romance between an older couple who are at the boarding house where they all reside. And the story is really progressed by the MC. So the MC right now being played by Adam Lambert. oh my word, he was amazing. He was so amazing. He really took this role, grabbed it, and made it his. And the thing that I found really interesting about this choice of casting, Adam Lambert, in comparison to the rest of the cast, his physical stature is bigger than a lot of the other cast members. He's taller, he's broader, and it creates a dynamic of a larger than life persona, which he's already putting out there. And it worked so well. Like that, I'm not saying it wouldn't have worked if that dynamic wasn't there, but it was like this added level that I really noticed while I was watching. I was like, his personality, his height, the way the stage is in levels, it was like he felt larger than life. And he really was able to command attention and drive the story along. And he did an amazing job of it. Then the actress who was playing the lead female character, I forget the character's name. Her voice. The actress's name, I hope I don't mispronounce this. Her name's Aluli Cravaloho. I hope I didn't pronounce that. I tried really hard. But her voice was so rich and so full of soul and heart and dynamic. I have no words, and I'm trying my best to describe her voice, and I can't think of the right words to do it justice, because she both emoted through her voice and bared her soul to the audience. And it was this richness, but yet a growl, but yet a gentleness underneath. And it was just incredible. She was incredible. I hope she wins like a Tony, because she was amazing. The whole cast was amazing, but just her voice really, really stood out to me. But everyone in the cast was superb. And it was just a journey with these characters and watching them evolve and watching their fears and their concerns and how they're navigating such a tumultuous time. I feel like it's, history is important, and, when we have plays and we have art and we have things like this that make history consumable in a way that we can relate, it makes our brain comprehend the past in a different way. It's different than reading a textbook. And in doing so, it makes me realize how important things like this are. Play like Cabaret, I think historically, is an extremely important piece of both history and art. And I'm so glad that I got to see it. I'm so glad that I got to see it. So I guess that was my review of my night out with my mom, going to see Cabaret. And I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired. Bye, everyone. Take care.